Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PH and Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Welcome back to the Android Studio development tutorial by PH and Technology Private Limited. So in this section we are learning about dialogues. Okay, so the extra pop-up fragments that display are called as dialogues. We had already completed alert dialog, date picker dialog, time picker dialog and progress bar. Now we are going to see about custom alert dialogs. So in the alert dialog tutorial, the dialog boxes that were displayed were having a fixed design, right? They were having a header, title, a message, yes button, no button, positive, negative and neutral buttons. What if I want to add some more components? Let's say I have to design my own alert dialog box with some colors, with some images, with edit text to accept the name of the user. For example, forget password custom alert box. So when user will click on forget password, he should enter his name or enter OTP alert box. So I want to design my own custom alert dialog. So how to design it we are going to see now. So let's get started. As you can see on the screen, I have already created the design part. I have added a button, show custom dialog, and the ID of this button is show. In the Java file, I have created the object and I have created the initialized that object. Now next we have to do the code on the click of the button. So what we will do, we will write the click event of this show button, show.set on click listener, new space capital O, enter. Here we will call a function, let's say show custom dialog. Remember, always write the dialog box codes or the alert dialogs code outside in a separate function. Okay, otherwise it may cause error. Now we have called this show custom dialog. Outside this onCreate, we will create this function. So public void show custom dialog. Now, in this custom dialog, you have to show your own alert dialog. Before displaying it, we need to design it in XML, because in Java, simply we can show the already present dialog box. So what I will do is, we will go to the RES folder, layout folder. Now here there is only one design file which is for the activity. I want one more design file for the dialog box. But it will not be an activity because it will not have a Java file. We are going to use that design in this main activity.java. So now here what is the condition? I have to create only a new design file, not the Java file. For that purpose, I will right click on this layout folder, go to new layout resource file. Give a name to your file. So I will give it name as dialog_design. Okay. So see, only XML file is added, dialog_design. There is no additions in the Java folder. There is only one Java file. So now we will design this dialog_design.xml file. Let's change this constraint layout to linear layout. You can give orientation, so orientation vertical. Now what I want is, first I want to display an image, so I will say image view, src, let me check if I have an image in drawable. Okay, these are the IC launchers, we do not have an image. So what we will do is, we will first select an image, let me go to the browser. Okay, so this is the image that is present. I will copy this image and we will paste it in the drawable folder, paste. Select the drawable, don't go for drawable v24, your app might crash on the latest version of Androids, okay. So, okay, let's say dialog.jpg, everything is in small case, no capital letters, no spaces and no special symbols, okay. So now my dialog.jpg file is added. I want to set that dialog.jpg file here, so src dialog. Now as you can see, my image is very big. So to change its size, what we have to do is, we have to give some special width and height, 200 sp, 200 sp. To bring it to the center, we will have to use gravity. You have to design it just like the activity, no changes. Okay, center. After this, what I want is, let's say I want to edit text. So, edit text, match parent, wrap content. We will type the hint here, enter OTP. Okay. Now, OTP is always in numbers, so we will change the input type, number, and we will give ID to this as OTP. So, ID of this edit text is OTP. After this, I want a button. So, button, wrap content, then next text, verify, then text size of the button, and to bring the button to the center, again gravity, center. Let's add some margins to this edit text also. Margin left 30 sp, margin right 20 sp. Now, this is what the design that I want on my dialog box. You can design it, you can add scroll view. If your design is too big, you can add scroll view so that your dialog box will have a scroll. Okay. Now, I want to display this design as my dialog. So, let's go back to our main activity.java file, and here I have to display a dialog box. So, to display a dialog box, first of all we will have to create alert dialog.builder object. So, alert dialog.builder equals to new alert dialog.builder, and here we have to pass the activity name, that is main activity.this. Now, I have got the builder, but I don't want to display the same old traditional design. What I want is, I want to parse my own design. So, to parse your own design, first of all you have to create object of layout inflator. Let us say LF equals to get layout inflator. First, I have created a layout inflator object. After this, we have to create our own view. Okay, so, view, let us say dialog equals to inflator, what is the name of our LF? Okay, so, LF dot inflate, which is the file that you have to inflate, r dot layout dot dialog underscore design comma null. See, what we have did is, first I have created the layout inflator object. Inflator means what? Fit one thing into another. We have a XML file and we have to fit that XML file into our alert dialog. So, first of all I will have to create a layout inflator object LF equals to get layout inflator. After this, I create a view. View dialog equals to LF dot inflate, means layout inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot dialog design, means this dialog design dot XML file has to inflate, and the second parameter is null root parameter. Okay. Now, I have inflated it and I want to set this view to my dialog box. So, what I will do is builder dot set view dialog. Okay. Now, after this, if you want to create the objects, we have to get the text written in the edit text. So, we will create the objects. First object will be of edit text. Let us say OTP equals to, you cannot write directly find view by ID, okay, because if you directly write find view by ID, it will search the ID in which file? Activity underscore main. What I want is, it should search the ID r.id.otp. It should search this ID in, it will not give error here, but your app will close automatically. You can try it out. So, it will search the ID in activity underscore main, and there is no OTP ID in activity underscore main, so it will close the app. What I have to do is, I have to tell it, don't go here, search in this view dialog. So, for that purpose, we will write dialog dot find view by ID. Now, it will search, so which is the dialog of view of find view by ID? r dot layout dot design. So, it will search now OTP in dialog design and you will get the correct edit text. Similarly for button, so button btn equals to dialog dot find view by id r dot id dot verify. We haven't given the id, I guess, to the button. Yes. So let's give an id verify. Verify. Now I have my button and edit text. What I want is whenever user will click on the verify button, so btn dot set on click listener new space capital O. This is a mini activity, part of activity or called as fragment. We are going to see fragments in detail. So fragments are nothing but parts of activities. Those act exactly like the activity. This is also acting exactly like a activity. But the view here is dialog, that is r.layout.dialog_design. Now here first we have to get the value written in OTP. So string O equals to OTP dot get text dot toString. Okay. Now it is showing error because OTP is not declared final. So click here and press Alt Enter. Make OTP final, you can make it final, no issues. Now we have to check. So if O dot equals null, means user hasn't typed anything in OTP, OTP should set error. So OTP dot set error, please enter code. Okay. And else what we will do is we will simply display a toast message verified successfully. It will not actually verify the OTP, but just for demonstration, verified successfully. This will happen when user will click on btn. Now after this we have to again show, we have just designed the alert dialog, we haven't displayed it yet. So to display the alert dialog A equals to builder dot create and finally A dot show. Okay. So the starting part is same, the ending part is same, we have just changed this middle part for the button design code handling. Let's run and check the output. Installing, show custom dialog. So see here, now dialog, it is appearing like a dialog box, but the design is that thing that we have written in dialog_design. Here if I click on verify, it is setting error, please enter code, and if you enter the code here and click on verify, it will say verified successfully. Okay. So this is how we can create our own custom dialogues. You can design it more properly, you can add some edit text to use as title, you can use this custom alert dialogues to have an in-page login. For example, if user clicks on login, the login design will appear on the alert dialog. So there your activities will reduce. Okay. Alright, so this is all about custom dialogues. See you again in the next session. Thank you.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.